so much for clicking this video. My name is Heather Chisina and you are welcome. So I am so excited to be talking about one of my favorite topics that I talk about so many times. I've talked about it like I'm practically a broken record by now. But it is about the spirit of excellence. But the way I tackle it in this particular video, it's kind of different, and I know that you will absolutely love it. So you know the drill, guys. Get yourself a cup of tea, coffee, or whatever you need. Relax and let's begin. So, what is excellence? I will discuss about the meaning of excellence in this particular chapter. And guys, what I'm about to say is mind-blowing, okay? As always, here is a blog post attached to this particular video. I will also link it in the description box. So guys, just take a peek, because this is usually kind of like, these videos are kind of like highlights or just kind of like a reel of that particular blog post that birthed this particular video. So guys, if you want to go deep, please go ahead and read that particular blog post. So as I've always said in the past, excellence according to the dictionary means a quality of being outstanding. Now, when I was doing research about excellence, I was just asking God, I know that there is a definition for excellence that's biblical, that is deep. So I went digging and I started looking at my KJV and doing lots of searches, and I found the meaning of excellence. It's mind-blowing. And if you're new here, the spirit of excellence is usually coined from the way Daniel lived his life. And the word excellence is actually used in reference to, I think, 2 or 3 Bible verses in the book of Daniel. So he is the face of excellence, although I believe other Bible characters have this particular spirit, like Joseph. Joseph had this spirit, the spirit of excellence, and then of course Daniel's friends Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, right? Now, let me go ahead and just jump into the meat of it. So I looked at this ministry that is dedicated to studying Hebrew, and it's called Chaim Ben Torah, and they had the description of excellence. And I'm telling you, when I read this, I was like, yes, I knew that there was something more, because I don't want to rely on the dictionary definition of a quality of being outstanding, although it's good, but I know that there's something else that my spirit can resonate with. So here goes. I hope you are ready. Okay, so Chaim Ben Torah says that the actual word that was used about excellence is from the word preeminence. And if you look at the dictionary definition of preeminence, it kind of means superior. So basically what he's trying to say is that Daniel's spirit was preeminent over his flesh. Did you get that? Daniel's spirit was preeminent over his flesh. And immediately I read that, I just remembered Galatians 5:16. Walk in the spirit and you will not gratify the desires of your flesh. Walk in the spirit so you will not gratify the desires of your flesh. So guys, this is profound. If you really think about it, that means Daniel was basically dying to his flesh. He was like, no, you have no control over me. It's spirit over everything. And that is why he was able to rise the ranks. And even if they were in another place away from home, they were still able to do great things great things, because he was like, nope, flesh, no, that is a big no. So this is what I wrote. This is what I deduced from all of this. When we walk in the spirit of excellence, we are preeminent over the flesh. We are letting the Spirit lead. We are fully yielded to the Spirit of God. Let me repeat that, okay? When we walk in the spirit of excellence, we are preeminent over the flesh. We are letting the Spirit lead. We are fully yielded to the Spirit of God. Oh my gosh. Yes, so this is exciting because I've talked a lot about the spirit of excellence. Just go to my website, madeofsteel.com, and type excellence and see how many times I've mentioned it. But this is something that I live by. And I also talk in the blog post how this really radically shifted my life once I understood this principle. And I started asking God, hey, I want to live like Daniel. I want to have this spirit of excellence. So yes, I know that is profound. So if you need to pause and just rejoice and you have goosebumps, you can just kind of shake it off. And then we'll move over to the next chapter. Now, let us talk about facts about excellence, because this is really important. For you to understand what excellence is, and if this is something that you want to ask God to help you with, you need to understand what excellence is. So you need to do a deep dive. Start reading about Daniel, start reading about Joseph, and study these characters so that you can understand what excellence is. What does it embody? Then when you go and ask God for this, you really understand, okay, this is what I'm asking God for, okay? So now here are certain facts that you need to know about excellence. The first one I've talked about in the past. There is a video where I talk about perfection. I will go ahead and link it here. So the first one is excellence. Excellence isn't perfection. Perfectionism is not of God. So if this is something that you struggle with, just understand that it's not of God. Sometimes people wear it as a badge of honor, and I've talked about that in the past. Oh yeah, I just love everything to be perfect. Oh, I'm a perfectionist. I like it when everything... No, do not be a slave to that. You will not enjoy life. So excellence isn't perfection. So just keep that in mind, right? Excellence isn't superiority. So that means that you are not better than other people. That's not what it means, okay? And then excellence is a choice. I'll talk about this more in the next session as well. And then excellence is a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle where it's not a one-time thing or a one-time event. This is something that you just find it woven in every facet of your life. It's a lifestyle. And then it's contagious. If you are around someone who has an excellent spirit, you will start having this yearning, or they will start rubbing off those attributes of excellence. Yes, so those are essential facts that you need to be aware of. And I know that you're excited because the next section, I want to go ahead and tell you how God is transforming a certain area of my life. And I think you will find it really beautiful. So my phone is tucked away here because I want to talk about something heartfelt, and it's about homemaking. So I will talk about my mom so that you can understand the dilemma and my struggles. My mom has always had a spirit of excellence when it comes to homemaking. Very smart lady, and looking back, I'm just like, how did she manage? We are a large family, and I just remember when it came to meal prep, and this is back in the day, in the 80s and the 90s. So my mom was so good with meal prepping. So she bought this large chest deep freezer. It was kind of like commercial. I don't even know where she got it back in the 90s. I don't even know where she got it, but she got it. And she would meal prep long term, you know, to save money because we were a large family. So she would go to the farm and then get a cow, and then we would section everything. We had this bread bags. There were no Ziplocs at that time. So we would get these bread bags and then basically portion out all the food over a specific time. And then she would get string beans, green beans, all this stuff, carrots and all this stuff. So we would basically meal prep. We would meal prep. My mom was kind of afraid of us, the younger kids, using knives, so we would be given butter knives to help. So we would load the freezer with food. She was awesome, and I don't know how she knew that things were running low, but she was like, okay, now I need to make another trip, and everything was just seamless. We had a timetable or a schedule for what we're eating, and it's not as if we're eating anything fancy. I grew up in a traditional household. My tribe is Kalenjin, so we eat mainly Nilotic foods, so milks and stuff. So it's like very traditional foods, no French fries or anything like that. So we're eating very traditional dishes, so nothing fancy. I know sometimes it can seem really fancy. No, it wasn't fancy. Yes, but yeah, she just had this excellence about her. And I remember in the 90s, when I was just a few years old, we moved to a colonial home. So we were in a town home that was really small, and then we finally moved into I don't know if I should say single family home, and it was basically, let me say, it was a fixer-upper. I don't know. It was a fixer-upper. So I just remember my mom at that time, you know, we were on a budget, and the thing that she came up with was, okay, what's in my budget right now? Because fixing the home is a long-term thing. So what she did is she called us, the little girls, because she knew we loved flowers. And my mom also is, guys, she has a green thumb. My mom is, guys, I know she's watching this. I love you, mommy. Achamin. So what she did is that she went with her pickup truck. She came back and she had seedlings of flowers in the back. So we didn't know which was which. So she said, okay, this house has a really long driveway, and let's focus on making that pretty. This is what I have control over at this moment. And I remember planting all these flowers. We didn't know how they would turn out, but my mom was specific. Put this one because it's gonna come out yellow, pink, and my sisters are on one side and the other. So we're planting the same order of flowers. Then after a few months, I'm telling you, it was beautiful. Like, my mom had this spirit of excellence. The house was always, yes, she had help. You know, in African homes, you always have like an aunt or a younger sister to help you. Yes. So anyway, she had help, but even without help, my mom had this spirit of excellence in everything that she did. So for me, as far as homemaking, it didn't come easy for me. When I was implementing the spirit of excellence, I prayed to God, help me have the spirit of excellence. And I was deliberate about working, because I was a working mom. So anything in terms of career and my blogging and everything else, I was implementing the spirit of excellence, and I was seeing the fruits. I was in every brainstorming. I was at work. Everyone was, how do you come up with these things? But guys, it was the spirit of excellence. It was a spirit of excellence. Yes. So when it came to doing things at home or homemaking, I didn't know how to approach it, because as a working mom, I was always on the go. Go. Then on Saturday, I do laundry, fold it. And then on Sunday, meal prepping. Like, I'm telling you, I was just like go. I wasn't taking my time to enjoy what I'm doing. I've always been a working mom, full-time working mom, and I've never had that excellence where I'm enjoying. My mom took so much pride in making bone broth. Growing up, we used to drink so much bone broth. because my mom just had this joy about it. So I just remember a couple of months ago, I just told God, hey, I need help. I need help because I want to enjoy homemaking. I want to have systems and routines just like my mom did, but I want to make it my own because of course I'm in a different country, I'm a different person, so I wanted to make everything my own. So yeah, I just started praying, God, I've never asked about the spirit of excellence. I want that same excellence that I have with my blogging, with my work ethic, with my career. I want the same excellence here at home with homemaking. So what happened is my laundry room was really plain. It's still plain, but I started getting ideas on what to do and I would get excited. Oh, okay, yes, okay, let's do this. So I would just wake up one day and just all of a sudden I have a routine and order in my laundry room. Okay, great. Then it would move over. Like I just started seeing and God was just breathing this air, like just air of excellence, and ideas were coming. But again, excellence is a choice. God can give you all the ideas, but it's up to you to implement it, right? Yes, so I just started feeling, oh wow. And then I started seeing that I am becoming preeminent over my flesh. So when it comes to cooking and all that stuff, now I'm just, oh wow, I have this idea for this special meal that I'll be cooking. So yes, it was just small things like, wow, I'm just noticing this excellence. Yeah, so maybe I'll take you along with this journey of excellence, because I mean, gosh, I have a cleaning routine. Because me, I wouldn't understand how my mom would wake up. Okay, still have a few minutes. I wouldn't understand how my mom would wake up after a couple of months and then she would say, okay, today we're dusting the whole entire house and we're scrubbing the windows and we're scrubbing the curtains. And then for me, I was like, I don't have a routine. So I used to get burned out, because with my cleaning, I would clean the same way, deep clean every single day, and then get burned out and I wouldn't enjoy it. So I'm doing it, but I don't have that joy and that excellence, right? But now God started giving me strategy and routines and doing all this stuff. I probably need to tell you more about it in another video because it's exciting. Right now, I'm in the process of doing my deck, because before I used to have flowers and stuff, and now it's just plain. But now God is starting to He's starting to give me ideas for excellence as far as my deck. And it's not as if I'm spending a lot of money. The ideas that God is giving me, because I'm on a budget. I am on a budget. Yeah, let me just say that I'm on a budget. So it's not as if I'm going and then I'm just over there dishing money. No, God is just giving me strategy on, okay, you can do this, you can do that, finding deals. It's just amazing the way God has really brought this excellence. The same thing that I used to see my mom doing, He's giving me the same excellence. My mom used to knit, and God, I need another video to talk about this, right? So yes, maybe I will take you along certain things, especially with my deck, because I have so many ideas and what I want to do. I want to bring out the flowers again and yeah, make it just a serene place where I can go and drink my tea. The reason why I abandoned my deck kinda is because we had frogs. Where I live, there's lots of animals. We have foxes, we have rabbits, we have all kinds of animals on the loose. So we had a season where a lot of frogs came from a pond nearby. I was like, look, forget the flowers. If they're the ones bringing the frogs to stay there, get it out. But now it's, look, if they want to stay there, that's fine. That's where I'm at. I just want a lovely deck again. So in any case, that is that is it. What I want to stress is, do not limit excellence to one area of your life, because that's what I did. I just limited it to one area of my life. But now I'm like, God, I want you to just breathe this fresh air, your spirit. I want it to be in everything. There is a Venn diagram that I have over my workstation where in the center, I put Spirit of God, because I want the Spirit of God to be at the center of everything that I do. And that is the same with the Spirit of excellence. I want it to be in the center, and I want that branding in everything that I do, even homemaking. Who knew that a working mom who didn't enjoy anything, like I did not enjoy it, guys. Now I'm that kind of person who's looking for recipes. I've gone overboard. Not perfection, guys, excellence. Okay, that is it. My time is running out. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And guess what? I will see you on the next one.